a show, and I'm gonna call this fella a friend. He really, truly is. Whenever you bring somebody to your home and let them break bread with you, and then you go ahead and produce them a real quick hit and burn out, he got to be your friend. So Zero's in the building.
Indeed.
Every time I see him, it's always a thank you conversation because there's a lot of things that have been left unsaid, and I'm gonna leave him unsaid. But he's always come to the aid of myself and others, and I'm always gonna be appreciative of that. I haven't talked to him. Well, I went to the album release party that he just did recently. We can talk about that or not talk about that. But
let's do.
But we hadn't really sat down and broke bread in a long time. And I just had my baby, so I'm heavy on the baby side right now. Everything is all about him.
Congrats.
And the rest of the world, I'll get to it when I get back to it. So it's even hard to be up here working these days. But with that being said, Zero, you have a new project, but here's what's funny, because I think I've talked to you so many times and we've broken bread so many times. It was interesting when you said, hey, I need to get on the podcast and talk to you. You've never, ever done that. You might have some new music and like, check this out. Okay, let's get on and talk about that. I just thought that was interesting. And I'm like, okay, maybe Zero. I'm going to just turn the tape. What is it that you, at this particular point in your career, what is it that you want people to know, not just about the new project, just about Zero point blank?
I mean, I just want people to know I've been real good with Mystique. I've been real good with my Mystique, and that came from my Fifth Ward days. You know what I'm saying? I was taught how to, be here but don't be here so much. And I kind of think that's why I'm still here right now. But my original reason was because, look where we at. And Beat King. And then Pokey.
R.I.P. for sure. Yeah.
And then Pokey. And I'm like, you don't know. So, stuff that's not known, it probably need to be known because you don't know when your phone gonna ring. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to leave. I ain't gonna tell nobody where my money hid. But, other stuff people need to know. A lot of people that interview me, they don't know what to ask. You know what I'm saying? They be, man, what's up with your new project? How's life treating you? You working out?
And those are all things you are.
Yeah.
I just think
it's deeper though.
That's what I think.
It's deeper. And
like, I'm gonna be on, and you can stop it if you want. I love the fact that when you came up here, you like, I'm late. Because I was having me a session.
Yeah, I was in therapy.
And
I was in therapy.
I just I don't think that there's a lot of people that have ever heard you talk about mental health, and maybe you have, and I just don't know. I'm gonna speak for me. I have not heard that.
Right.
And you were speaking about it. I don't want to use the word proudly, may not be the word, but there was no shame in it. That's the word I use.
Right.
When you was talking to me about, hey, I'm running behind there. Got into one of those deep sessions. How is that, and why are you doing that at this point in your life?
Well, I think I was doing it at first because everybody thought I was crazy. So I'm kind of at the part to where I'm like, everybody else is crazy and I have to deal with it. So I think that's what my therapy is right about now. I'm dealing with all the craziness around me. I might be joking, but nah, I'm just serious. I'm for real. I think everybody else crazy.
What have you learned? What have you learned about you since you've been? How long you been going now? Months, year?
It's been like, I want to say 2 years off and on.
Wow.
2 years off and on. And
have you learned anything? Not about Zero, about Joseph McVeigh.
Yeah, I'm Joseph. You know what I'm saying? I'm Joseph. My work uniform is Zero. But at the end of the day, it's like in dealing with other people, it's not no Zero. All the normal people, they also want to normalize you. So you gotta kinda stay away before you become normal. And that's why I stay away from a lot of people, because I'm not normal. Like, the stuff that I see in front of my eyes, I can't really understand how grown men and women actually think some of this stuff is cool that goes on. And I'm like, you think this is cool? And I'm like, and I'm kicking it with you. I don't want to look like I also think this is cool. Like, you sitting here, ramming your head into the wall, doing the same thing over and over. And I'm like, and you looking at me like, what's wrong? And I'm like, what's wrong is I've been here watching you do this for too long. I got to move around.
Now, when you do that, you look like the bad person.
No,
because you decided that you didn't want to be around.
Man, I don't even tell people I'm going. They just look up and then it's heels. It's heels. Because, I mean, man, you stay there too long, and when they come to, do the revenge, they not finna let you go home. I'm kicking it with you because it's something about you that's cool to me, but I don't know what you doing when you out here in 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know whose money you messing with, whose woman you messing with, and when they come put the Libra scale on you, they're not gonna look at me and be like, you want to go home?
Yeah.
I'm fit to have to go with you.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just go ahead and just unmeet you right quick and just go and stay at the crib.
So how have you been enjoying life? I think you've gotten to a place now where you're comfortable in the zero, your workwear, your work outfit. You're comfortable.
Take it off. Yeah, I don't take it off. But
what else other than that music? Because I've seen you in your house is your lab to me. I've seen you in there. But I know you like the cigars and you find liquors, but where's that happy space? Have you found that space? Or are you on a search to that space?
I mean, it don't exist.
Don't say that.
It don't exist. I guess, it's a space of content, where you can be cool. But I mean, I don't even understand how, but that's just me. I guess stuff that didn't happen in my life, I don't believe there's a such thing as a happiness, especially not for no man. Like, it's not no happiness.
Wow.
Like in my experience, I've never known what it is. So, I'm definitely not looking for something that I don't know exists, because I don't know that it exists. I know that if I get out here and I go do these 45-hour shows, and I'm going to get a bag, and I'm going to be able to go back to my house, and all I know is when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to go nowhere. And I think that's the only thing that I've achieved right now. I've achieved that, I've come far.
Yeah, you don't think that, come on, Zero.
I
literally seen you from, I'm older than you, so I can say that. I've seen you from a baby to where you are now. And let me tell you, there has been a lot of growth there.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that you see it as I'm just consistently the same.
Yeah.
And as you say this, some of this stuff you're saying, we're different, but a lot of the same concept of especially with happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I love my little kid so much, because he was able to bring out something that I didn't even know.
I don't got that.
Yeah.
I don't got that.
Don't say that.
I don't got that, I don't got that. I've been here for a little while. My knees hurt already. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, ain't nothing fun about rubbing this cream before you could go, do some jump rope. I'm old.
Are you ever, okay, I'm glad you mentioned that, because we talked about B King, RIP once again, and Pokey. It's devastating, because to me, all of y'all guys are literally babies.
Yeah.
Do you wake up in the morning sometimes like, man, at any point in time with all the stuff that has happened in my life, very dangerous stuff, might I add, are you ever surprised that Zero's still here, still able to do, and there might not be a lot of happiness, but you get to do the one thing that you love, and I know that's making the music.
Yeah. Well, the bad part about making the music is that it don't always mean making the money. So the liking of it is kind of like it has a ceiling to it. Like it's, I was talking to Face, and he was just like, yeah, man, like he told me, I don't even see how you can still do it. And I understand where you're coming from.
Faces like that.
I don't understand why
he's
you
like
don't
right
do it.
there with you. So he's not. Don't talk to Face no more. I love.
Hey,
He'll say that kind of stuff because he said he ain't rapping no more. But that's a whole nother story.
But I mean, I understand because they took away the main key for us to get a boatload of money. Now somebody else gets the boatload, and we kind of got to get the rope that the boat is tied to. That's what we get now. Somebody else is going off with the boatload of money. We got the, we on the dock. So it's kind of like, I'm doing this right now just because, I've been on autopilot. This is what I do. I'm not an exciting type of, hey, let's go over here and turn up. Let's go over here and turn up. Nah, I just want to pay my bills. And if I feel like going upstairs and going cutting on the studio, I got the option to. If I want to go play pool. Do you still feel
happy that, okay.
I'm happy I ain't got to go to another studio. I can say that. I'm happy I ain't got to go deal with the engineers that's I'm too tired. I'm like, man, you too tired to press space bar. Like it's space
but you
bar.
Look, there's some unique differences though, bro. You're healthy, you work out all the time.
Right.
You're aware of stuff more so than you used to be, like I said before. I think you get a different appreciation for life after you've come such a long way. When things happen, like I said again, the passing of B King, you have a different type of appreciation for life and the things around you. So even if it's not necessarily happiness, there's definitely an appreciation for, definitely. And obviously I think you wake up in the morning, there's something that Zero wants to live for.
I'm on autopilot. I promise I want to be able to answer that question, but
what about love in your life? Let's go there.
It doesn't exist. It don't exist.
Why don't it exist?
And
I know some personal things about you.
Yeah,
I don't want to go too deep into it because certain people I'm a fan of. Let me just put it like that. So
it just doesn't exist. It don't.
Is it
not.
Is it the man in the mirror?
Nah, it's a collection
Are you
of
absolutely
everybody.
Sure it's not the man in the mirror?
It don't exist for me.
Because some of these people I get a chance to meet, and I'm like, oh man, this looks like it's a lock. And then I'll talk to you, and you'll say a couple of words, and I'll just stop you and say,
it's
okay.
Not though. Like in the era that we live in, man. Like the Bible, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like Instagram, the Bible, Facebook is the Quran. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Ain't nothing holy. Ain't nothing holy about matrimony no more. Like it's not. It's not. Because one thing about it, I can say this: if you true to your emotions, you can't be true to love. Because your emotions gonna make it impossible for you to show love. If you true to them, you're gonna be disrespectful as you can be because your emotions is telling you to, and you're gonna knock somebody right out of love with you. Don't nobody have. Don't that book say tame your tongue? And it ain't finna be two men in my house.
Once again,
you feel me?
I've met some of these people, Zero. This is another hard one for me.
Have you met some of these people, or have you experienced their persona?
Oh, god dang, Zero.
I'm just being honest with you. Because I promise you.
Lord.
I promise you, man, when I was watching Paid in Full, you know what I'm saying? It ain't look like Cameron was gonna do all that. They was turning up together. But it's your man's. Look at Bishop and Juice hugging the man mama. I wish we knew. But it was you.
Okay.
So, that's the reality that I come from. And I ain't gonna lie to you. If I meet you for the first time, I'm not finna let you know I'm schizophrenic. Hey, what up, Hatta? How you doing, man? I got several personalities, and I don't know which one of them is working right now, but we all glad to meet you. I don't think I'm not going to introduce myself like that. I'm going to be like,
all right, I'm just gonna have to accept that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to accept that. I don't want to. I'm just gonna have to.
Yeah, man.
As a friend, I'm gonna have to accept that. Because I'm just gonna say there's different periods that I've seen you, and it looked like, man, it looked.
But see, I'm good with facade.
You can say if you want, but it looked good, it looked perfect, and it looked like happy to me.
Well, I ain't
and
gonna lie.
could just be me, because maybe that's what I just want to see. because I know where this person's been and what they gone through, and you want
I think more than you want to see it,
and I think that's what happens with you every time. I think I get excited like, oh, I know this is gonna work, and when it don't, I'm like, oh man,
it don't never work. It don't never.
No,
work.
don't say it don't never work.
It don't never work.
I think it still can, and it's still.
It's a wrap.
will.
It's a bust for me. Like,
no, it's not.
It don't
No,
work.
I'm not going there with that negativity. I know that's
It don't work, man.
That's the zero style, so to speak. But no, I'm not going to put that into existence. I'm going to erase it because it seemed that there's been times where I feel like I've seen a glimmer of happy.
You know what you be seeing when you see that? I think you be. I think you be.
Let me have it, huh?
I think you be seeing the desire that I have to want to make something work.
Wow, I'll accept.
At this age that I am right now, I don't care if I love you or not. I'm not looking for love. Most people our age and up, I mean, I'm not no chick. I don't want to have no dream wedding. The dream wedding mean it's finna be a dream fee that's finna have to be paid. So I'm not looking forward to that.
Well, you ain't looking.
I ain't looking for nothing. But the thing about it is, I'm looking for somebody that's respectful. We don't have those anymore.
Oh gosh.
I'm looking for somebody who's grateful. We also don't have those anymore.
Oh, zero.
And I would like to find one who actually uses the restroom while they're sitting down like they're supposed to. So I don't see none of those no more.
Because some of these people I know, and they will see this, and I don't want a text coming to me. And
I mean, I'm just saying, like this is like I'm in my I'm in my 40s. So every situation, and I ain't just saying this, and this is always somebody else. It's just the I think I'm a giver by nature. I think I'm a giver by nature because I didn't have nothing coming up, and so I overdo it with stuff now because I didn't have nothing. It was people that I wanted to help while I needed help myself, and I'll probably float towards helping somebody else before I'm trying to help me because I can deal with it. So when you get to a certain point, that's why they tell you to watch out for the takers because they ain't got no limit on them. And I'm not finna be out here and just really be playing myself and just be, but I'm a giver. And when I say giver, I'm not speaking to just strictly finance or nothing like that. I'm a giver. I'm gonna give you
time.
information.
Yeah, I dig. I know.
Time and all this other stuff. And you do all this stuff for and with a person, and then one thing look like it's about to happen, and they act like you ain't never. They don't even know you. You know, like, or they always taking what's inside the circle, outside the circle, trying to make you look like something, then running back inside the circle like, oh, I need this paid, I need that paid. So it's kind of like okay. It's just, it's no, I mean, you might well just go on Bissonnet. I heard they closed it, but I mean, Bissonnet ain't going nowhere.
Lord.
Cocoa butter, man.
All right, I'm leaving that butter right there because
man.
I know I seen a glimmer, so I can always be hopeful, and I'm gonna stay hopeful, and so I'm allowed to stay hopeful.
I'm gonna try
and I do want to also say something else. There was a situation that occurred, and after it occurred, we had a conversation because I was afraid that Zero. I'm sorry, y'all. We talking in a lot of. And if you follow Zero, you'll understand all this conversation, all of them that we've been having. Yeah. But hours afterwards or a day afterwards, I had a chance to talk to you, which most of your friends hate when you talk to me because they think I'm on peace. But I'm still glad that I did and very happy that's how I know that this Zero's different from the one from years ago.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm just curious, how were you able to not let that Zero get the best of the Zero that's talking to me now?
Well, I think that's a real easy answer. See, we live in, I said it again, we in the social media world. So I think right now, somebody sprained their ankle, they gonna blame me. Because they looking for that. You know what I'm saying? They looking for the for the reaction.
Right.
And me don't like jail too much. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not a turn up type of dude, you can't turn nowhere in the county jail. So when I realized who it was, because it was finna turn into something else. But that means when I'm able to do what I'm doing, this is gonna be premeditated now. Cause it ain't one of them old, hey, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, and hey, what's that?
Mm-hmm. I understand.
This is one of them, hey, it's going down, it's going down. All right, y'all get back. Nah, it's you. Bow. This murder or attempted. You know what I'm saying? This mean I'm going to, they finna try to put me in prison now. Even though
it's an easy decision for you.
It's an easy decision because I ain't paying no bills from on the inside, even though I'm still get a check. But I'm not gonna be able to spend none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the responsibilities that I do have, you know, so I can look at it from the street side and look at all these, oh man, I would have did this, I would have did that. Yeah, you would have been needing a bond.
Yeah.
You would have been needing a lawyer. You would have been like, so in that one moment, and then somebody was not with me, but they was there. I met somebody up there. And my first thing was, got to get them away from this.
Yeah, I dig it.
So it's kind of like I said, I go into protector mode too. So I see this coming for me. My thing is, hey, stand clear.
Out of this, yeah.
Stand clear. So, you know, this is what I done. So, but I mean, soon as I hit the floor, everybody camera. So whatever I do, it's on everybody camera.
I dig it.
And I don't care what nobody said. I'm not finna like, I'm not telling on nobody, but I'm certainly not finna tell on me. Hey, y'all look at me as I do this in response. Like, nah.
Well, I'm happy that still. But I know there was a lot of energy from you at that particular time. But
it was.
So it's just interesting to watch you as you've grown. I'm still gonna hold out a glimmer of hope with other things. And I just want to say, again, I was devastated when we had a very brief 30-second and I stopped you about that other situation because it changed.
Right.
And I do think after all the things that you've been through, it would be, for me, it's like I'm the big unks, and you want to do nothing but see them all happy and, you know, doing their thing. So I can still hold out wanting to see that, you know what I'm saying? So I will. Yeah. With that being said, though, is this album going to drop or not?
I hope so.
There was a lot of good stuff on it. And I was curious, too, because you decided to do a deal with one of the legendary labels of Houston.
Right.
That's Rec Shop and D-Rec. And I'll be honest with you, when I walked in, when I found out, because at first I didn't understand what D-Rec had to do with Zero. Yeah. Zero's been releasing records by himself for the last few years.
Right.
So it was very intriguing and interesting. So with all that being said, like, what's that combo about, and when is the album going to actually drop?
Well, that combo was kind of like, I guess originally we were talking about somebody else that I was doing business with, and I was trying to get some insight on what I needed to do to help out the best way that I could on that. And then I don't know if it was a joke or something or whatever, but like we met at the Palm one day to discuss some business, you know, about this project. And he kind of shot it out there like, yeah, man, and if you ever want to do something with the proper rollout, you know what I'm saying, let me know, you know, Rec Shop's still around. So, you know, I was like, okay, cool. I ain't never had no rollout, so I had to ask somebody what that meant. And they was like, yeah, nah, like, you know.
I'm sure you had a rollout. You just didn't know.
Nah, I had a press run.
You didn't know you was having a rollout.
Yeah. But like what he was doing, like I've had a press run before. Like I've had a little Cali run, a New York run, an Atlanta run, you know, interviewing and stuff. But like he on some like, yeah, you doing what you doing, but with this team, you can do it times, you know, do stivity. You can really do it. So where I'm sitting in and I'm doing, you know, I go down here to, you know, I guess Memphis and go in the office and cater and do this and have a listening party. You know, that's to Memphis, and that's maybe to Jacksonville, and that's back to the crib. He on some like everything up that whole circuit. Mm-hmm. Everything coming back down this Arizona circuit and places I ain't been before. And having the DSPs and having like he talking about doing the whole kit and caboodle, you know, and I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? I've never done that whole thing right there to where it's just a whole rollout. I tell y'all when it's coming out, I shoot some dope videos, you know, get with Freddie Dang, shoot some dope videos, and I put them out, I promote my record, I do my shows, and it's just on autopilot. Mm-hmm. But what I haven't had is come on up here to YouTube and sit down with us, and, you know, come on over here to Facebook and sit down with them, and, you know, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna, you know, this magazine or, you know, that magazine, video magazine, blog, whatever it is. But I have never had it to where, like with props and all this other stuff, like what they had at the listening party. Mm-hmm. I ain't never had nothing like that.
I got you.
And I guess it's just other stuff to view than my music.
Mm-hmm. I dig it.
So, and doing it in a lot of cities and stuff like that. Like the whole push that Mo had behind him. You know what I'm saying? The push that Pat would have had behind him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The push that he was putting behind, you know, ESG.
Yeah.
Like back when it was pre-internet. So they talking about rolling me out like that while we got internet, but on internet and all the other facets as well. So that's the rollout.
Okay.
So I was like, well, you know, cool. You know, I'm kind of up there. My music's still kind of down there though. So I'm like, man, let's go and do this here because like I said at the beginning of this, everybody leaving. Everybody leaving. Yeah. Like, you know, like these two guys, you know, RIP to them, all the other fallen soldiers, people in, you know, a aunt and a grandmother back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's serious out here.
Yeah.
And you don't know when it's gonna be you or anybody that's closer to you again. So like Pac said, man, you know, we ain't got the luxury to just sit in here and act like that microphone ain't over there ready to be rapped on. That's why I got so many songs, and that's probably why I got so many bills, because I keep going to work so I can keep on paying for stuff.
I dig it. Yeah. You excited about the album? You feel good about it?
I feel it's different. I ain't never really had a project where I
What's it called again?
Call Me Rota. Call Me Rota. Mm-hmm. I got a freestyle where I was like, I love it when they call me Rota, giving autographs on my poster. Like, you know, they sampled it and put it on a real dope beat that they put together for me. So I got a lot of stuff like that on there. I actually got some of that. It sounded like some of that Platinum Soul stuff from back in the day. Okay. So it's real musical. You know what I'm saying? The jam I got on there with CeeLo, it's also real musical. Mm-hmm. The sounds are big, you know, of course Hoover doing, you know, so he gonna have me right.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it sounds good like everything else. It's just different because it's a kind of like most of it is a group effort now. Like a lot of stuff I brought with me, I say I brought half the songs with me. I probably recorded another 8 or 9 songs. Just telling them, hey, I was thinking of this sample today. Then Noka pull it up. Then you got Fat, I call him the Beijing King. You know, them boys be, you know, if you're great, just wear your great, man. But they want to put that boot black on their chin area. So I mean, so there's, you know, Beijing King, Fat, and then I think it's Mike Mavin. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm saying it right. They'll sit over there and they'll come up with the beat, and I'm like, oh, this is all right here. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it turns into the whole room writing a Zero record versus just me over here with my little headphones on, not trying to bother y'all. I'm in the corner, you know, writing. And they don't hear what I got until I do what I do. Now this turns into a, you know, note come over there. What you thinking on this? So I play with a note and he'll, all right, cool. And before you know it, we own something. then
Sound
the
like
whole
you
room
like the
on
process.
something. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do this by myself.
Right.
Because I don't like nobody. So I'd rather just do it by myself. But then I started learning how to like doing that because it actually kind of took a load off of me. I don't really like doing it like that because I don't want to look up and I'm sounding like somebody else on accident, you know, because kind of like everybody sound like Future right now. You know, Future be jamming, but I know if I can't jam Future all day because I'm gonna turn into Roocher, and I don't want to turn into Roocher. Shout out to Future, but I got to be me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's dope. It's a dope process, you know. And then I get to exaggerate too. I get to call the chef and, hey, do this, do that. Goose liver over here. You know what I'm saying? Something they can't pronounce over there. You know, on the rocks here, and like it's the whole vibe make you feel like everybody is a millionaire in here. The whole vibe make it seem like I smell success all around this cubicle right now.
I like it.
Everybody working, everybody pitching in to make me greater. So it's kind of like, once you look at it like that, like y'all drove from Beaumont to help me be great. So how can I not love that?
How long will it be before y'all actually put it out? Are y'all gonna still roll out, take your time with it, and then?
Well, I think we gonna do it sooner than later.
Okay.
I might be mistaken, but I think I read on the paper it was a possible October release. So we talking about right around the corner.
Okay.
You know, we shooting a video with CeeLo Green in a couple of days.
Now,
so,
I got to ask you about that because you done mentioned CeeLo name a couple of times, and the rumor is that CeeLo and you might be working on something. Now, if that's something you can speak on, cool. If not, that's cool too. But if there's an H-Town ATL or ATL H-Town connection,
I mean, you know I'm gonna let you hear something. You know what I'm saying?
If there's an album coming, I'm just saying I'm interested in. I mean, that would be an interesting sound.
Let's just say we got a gang of songs right now.
Okay, I'm gonna just accept
and
that.
This is it's like the first time I've been scared.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't really do a lot of songs with people I respect. You know, like I do songs to get that bread. I gotta make sure you at least sound all right before I give you me. But like, I don't want to say it like this, but maybe I'm crazy. Nas Barkley, this is how I got through my jail sentence 06, 07 when I was kind of like at the top. I went back down again on top. I had just came home. So disappointed in myself, you know, and I'm in Orange County jail. Every day they playing, who do you think you are? And I'm just in there just like, it's not rap, but I'm like, it's just
kind of
in my head.
I can see why you dig it though.
Yeah, and then I'm just listening to it, and like I just listen to this song every day on the radio. Caught the train, went did my time, came back, and I started singing more. I was singing a lot then, but I mean, you know,
CeeLo's dope now.
Man, like.
CeeLo's the inspiration
and the range
for,
of his voice
down south.
I know
that was
it.
me acting.
I kind of felt that
because my vocals wasn't supposed to be on there. It was somebody else's vocals, and that was me in the studio playing around trying to act like CeeLo.
It sounded like it though.
And then when Simon said that should stay, I'm like, oh well, it stays. But anyway, I'm proud of you. I am happy for your success. Oh, how does it feel to be iconic?
I couldn't tell you.
Yes, you could. How does that? When everybody comes to you and like, man, this song, you know what happens. If you go somewhere right now, somebody see, man, you don't know what this song done for me. Right. I don't know how often you probably hear that. And literally, you know, and sometimes people don't, they have to pass away, they know that they icons.
Right.
I think maybe Beat King knew a little bit because he was in his own lane and he created something. I'm sure Pokey knew that he was part of the history of hip hop. He was the foundation of Houston hip hop.
Right.
But most certainly, you know, when they start mentioning who should be on the mountaintop of iconic H-Town hip hop, you know, they start fighting about, you know, you and some others. Yeah. How does that feel to know that you that person, not just even for the people, but for other rappers who you meet them and like, damn, man, when you did, and it'd be some miscellaneous cut that you probably don't remember all the lyrics to, and they spitting it hard.
Or don't like.
Yeah. They spitting it hard. You be like, man, that's one of my worst ones right there.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the music go, it's cool. But I mean, I actually do like, I don't want to say homework, but I read, not to stay up on current events or nothing like that, but I mean, I read for wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Like I do take a glance at a thesaurus every now and then. You know what I'm saying? A dictionary. I watch certain stuff on television, so when I'm through, I can go and make a certain type of song. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like what I put into it. That's probably why I went off at that place, because I do a lot of putting into what I do.
Y'all don't know that story. I wasn't gonna get into it, but at the release party, there was a zero moment.
Yeah, yeah.
He wanted people to listen to his music, and we were socializing, and people got upset. We're gonna just leave it there. But
that's what led to that, man. Because I mean, I'm 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I am my own engineer when I'm doing my stuff. I mean, it's me, and I'm putting me into it, and so being known for being thorough, I kind of feel like I'm supposed to be known for that. I ain't gonna say to be an icon, but for how I do what I do, I think I need to be known for that because I'm really dedicated to that. Like I think I'm like one of the only rappers that's still just rapping. Like everybody else, you know, doing 5, 6, 7 more other things to sustain. I have yet to. And I don't think it's because I'm just that guy. I just have that hustle. And I wouldn't say icon because what's iconic about me telling you your life? Because it's me telling you mine. It ain't no different from yours or from his or the pimp's. Like it's just like it's the same thing for everybody. It's just it's in different stages. It might come across in a different way. This hurt you, this don't hurt me, but this hurt me, but don't hurt you. So it's kind of like I don't say I'm an icon for telling somebody that hurts. I don't think I should be an icon for that. I'll take the money, but I don't think I should really just be celebrated for telling somebody,
oh Lord,
I got stabbed and it hurts. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to call you iconic anyway. God. Now, and this is my last question. Sort of like my last question. Because I know my camera guy's like, come on, Hatta. Do you ever get tired? You got a lot of great songs, Zero. You got a lot of albums.
Yeah, I do.
But it don't matter. If you do a concert, if you leave that building, and if you don't do
that one song,
if you don't do the Most City Dawn freestyle,
right?
I think literally the crowd would be upset.
Yeah. I think.
Do you ever get tired of doing that? So, and look, I've seen people at weddings with old people in there. I'm literally 8 to 80. And your song, this song is not an 8 to 80 record.
Nah, it's not. It's not. It's
but I've seen, it's amazing to see a song become, I don't even know what to call it, bro. You know, but it could be this song like you played at the wedding on, you throw that on, you know, obviously in H-Town. And the whole house, everybody loses. Mama, auntie, grandma, the grandkids. It's a song everybody's singing together. Right. And I'm like, are y'all listening to the lyrics?
Yeah, I don't think they listen.
They all singing it. They in a circle, the whole family. The song bring families together. Do you ever get tired of like, I can't do it one more time?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't perform the version of the song that y'all know. It's different in concert. Beans and Cornbread, they remade this beat for me with live instrumentation. And most of the time, I tell DJ Hefner to slow it down when I do it. So by the time we get to this point in the show now, I mean, it's the same energy, but it's like, now it sounds like jazz. It's the same beat, but it's
dig
jazzed
that.
up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to do it on that beat. You know what I'm saying? Like the other one is cool too, but I mean, it been, I think I originally did this song in like either 99 or 2001 on the Gangstafied mixtape, and then Jay took it and put it on, I think Let the Truth Be Told or something like that. But yeah, like I got tired of that version. So when they remade it on like, oh, this is jazzy right there. Same note. So it ain't nothing have to be changed. And they just flew the vocals and put it on this new.
So
one.
still fresh for you.
It feel like a new song. So when I do it now, it's like it's the same words, but it has a different type of. It means something different now.
Okay.
It's kind of like the second coming of that song for me.
I dig it.
Yeah. So I still don't like the song.
Stop it.
But when it come on, I know.
I hate when you say that.
I don't.
The rest of us
like
love it, so you can hate it all you want.
I
As long
know.
as you perform it before that show over with, we good, man.
Yeah,
We good.
It got to be the last song.
Now, and of all your, and I'm gonna go particularly radio. Are any of the songs that were big on radio, are any of those standouts that you just really truly embrace? Like, yes, that was the song for me, and you understand why. Because what you have? The
only one I would say that really do me like that is probably These Days. These days, like it's been some others that have more energy, but for what that mean to me and where I was in my life at that time, like it was like These Days is, like I mean, when you go back to I Hate You, this is a song I don't perform no more.
Really? I didn't even realize
perform
that.
I Hate You no more because my daughter mama died.
Oh, wow.
So I don't perform that one no more.
Oh, wow. I've never known that.
A lot of people. I had two of my baby mothers to lose life within the last 5 years. And I mean, it ain't something that I talked about, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely something I got to deal with. So, and then out of respect for the kids and stuff too, because whatever happened, it happened. But that song gonna always be there. I'm just not gonna perform it no more. But that probably would have been the biggest song, though.
Respectful.
Yeah. Like it's we
and
gonna
this
go.
Is a perfect. Okay, let me go to the I Hate You. You wrote a song about a person, they pass away, and you say, out of respect from salute, dog.
But I wrote a comeback song to it anyway, called I don't even remember the name of my song. I had too many. Truth Is or something like that. I think Truth Is when I was like these days I'm thinking about Rundown, I miss her, but I ain't talking about the woman I was kicking it with. I'm talking about my sister, because we had a whole different relationship on some, like we was really down for one another at one point in time in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Before all that turmoil and stuff happened. So I mean, like as soon as I did the song, I was like, man, Jay ain't gonna do nothing with this song. I went straight to jail, and then I come out of jail, and this is the only thing on every radio station. I'm like, wow. Then I see the kids, and they be like, I'm like,
I
man,
never thought about that part of the story.
Nobody ever think about that part.
I've never even asked. I've asked you about that song several times. I know it's about a person, but you really just. The effects of music, and you don't want to admit this, but there's a sensitivity that goes there that says to this person, hey man, this song, as much as I was hurting and I wrote it, it can continue to hurt for other people.
It's gonna
so
continue.
I'm going to do my part and just back up off of it.
Because I mean, I'm gonna be in the club, they gonna play it, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. I'm just not gonna perform it no more. Because how this thing happened, it happened after we had settled our differences with one another. And I ain't going to say we was on good terms, but we wasn't on bad terms no more.
I got it.
My daughter gave me a call. Bobo gave me a call. I was talking to all the kids, KK, Pi, like, and you know how they say it's something bad to bring everybody together all the time, and thought she was in the clear, like, oh yeah, the the cancer cleared up, she good. Then all of a sudden she wasn't good. And I had the opportunity to go up there to the hospital and, you know, have a conversation with her before it was her time. And yeah, you know, once you be on the cool side with somebody after so much war, when you get on the cool side and y'all both on, you know, we grown, so it's kind of like, man, we was tripping. Yeah, you all right. Yeah, you all right too. But then that's all it get a chance to be because you flew away. So yeah, I don't do that song.
Wow, you just blew my mind with that. I never thought about the effects of the music that the person makes that it might have on family.
Yeah, but it also has but it also has an effect on you because you get to a point to where you're not mad no more. So in your younger years, and I'm definitely way younger now, it was like, I can't believe you did this to me. So my thing is, like what you was just telling me that you were proud of me for, like the reaction that it would have been just say 10, 15 years ago to this other situation we talking about, it would have been mad different. You know what I'm saying? If it was 10, 15 years ago.
I dig that. Yeah, for sure.
So when somebody did something to me back then, it's like, nah, it's a must to get my get back right now. I got to get my get back right now. You ain't thinking about who's seeing me get my get back. It's cameras everywhere. You know, Karen, Kevin, whoever it is with the K in front of that name, they gonna record.
Like, but you ain't on that now anyway.
Nah.
So it don't even matter.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, back then it would have been.
It would have been.
That's why we have songs like that for me.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I never, and R.I.P. to her, man. My condolences to the family and the kids. I never knew that and didn't think to dig deeper ever. Yeah. Because when we first learned the story, like, is that a real person? Then your mind is blown. But I never thought about all this. And here's where the story lies now at this date where we are in this year. Right. And my condolences again, Zero, man. That's mighty incredible. And I never noticed that you stopped performing the record.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't been performing this record.
But these days it's still my joint too.
Yeah. It's, these days, yeah.
Wow, you blew my mind with that, man. I'm gonna leave on that note right there. Zero, I got nothing but love for you. You know I always will.
Really. Likewise.
I'm hoping that something happens and, you know, all the therapy pays off and one day you walking down the street and you bump into that mysterious person. Quit shaking your head. No, dog. Just hear me out. And it happens and you be like, hey, dog, I'm doing it on this day and I'm going to need you to be there at least in the second row if you ain't the first row. Because there's going to be a lot of people filling up the first row. So I might be like third or fourth row, but I'm going to be in there.
I think I'm gonna just marry me, man.
Oh God, I already saw that. You talking about social media? Yeah. I already saw some lady do that the other day. Yeah. She had a whole big shindig for herself.
Yeah, she wasn't shindigging hard enough for me though. If I married me, I'm gonna turn up. That'll be the only time in my life I turn up. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna be like, yeah, man. Yeah, you know.
Stop it. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you stopping doing what you was doing to come here and do this. And I'm still have my wishes because I'm allowed to have my wishes and I ain't going to stop with my wishes. That's the way that it should perfectly end.
Indeed.
All right?
Indeed.
Zero to Mo City Down, y'all.
Already. Appreciate y'all, man. H-time.